What's good with the YouTube, man? This is your boy Rojo. That's me. And this is the Rojo Room with my boy Big Gunner in the building.
Yes,
Man,
indeed.
our homie Dubs brought to our attention, man, a video that's circulating on the internet that nobody seems to be paying no mind to. But frankly, it pissed me it pissed me off, man. And I watched the video a few times, and bro, I don't even know what to say, man. But first of all, man, the individual that said this has been blowing up on, social media land in a variety of places. His name's Charleston White, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Charleston White, man, a black man out of Texas, man. And we came across a video where he discussed the incident that happened in Uvalde, Texas, where a lot of young Raza lost their lives, man. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
act of cowardice, 100%. And what makes it worse is, nothing can make it worse, man. But it was also a Mexican perpetrator as well, which is pretty rare. And we get it, man. It's a sad situation, man. But this individual puts out a video, and we'll give you the information on where to find that, man. We were gonna run it, but he's already admitted to being a teller. He goes to his jobs and sues them, and if he hears somebody disrespect a woman, he tries to get paid for sexual harassment somehow, and he does it every job he goes to. But anyway, man, he basically said, in so many words, fuck them Mexican babies, kill them all. I have no empathy for them. It's all about N-word babies.
Yeah.
And basically, fuck them, fuck what they're going through. It's all about black people. He used the N-word, but it's all about black people, man. And bro, dude. The reason this really pissed me off the most is, man, these people just lost little children, bro, for one. And for two, imagine if somebody else said that and the victims in this case were black children. You know what I mean? Everybody seems to be nonchalant about what was said, but I guarantee, all you viewers out there, after you watch it, you're going to be like, what in the fuck? Nobody's split his wig from here all the way to his butthole yet?
Not yet.
What's up? What'd you think about it, Gunner?
Oh, man, it was horrible. So Dubs got at me last night. He was like, you got to trip out on this. It came across his feed. Somehow, some way, he found it. He was like, you want to do something with it? I said, abso-fucking-lutely. As soon as I seen it in a menudo style, in a direct fashion, I felt some type of way. Now, look, I'm the first and foremost person to say I'm not about division at all. I don't give a fuck if you're black, sprinkle the whites in, green, yellow, blue. We don't do amarillo, right? I don't care what color you are, but real life, man, it's all about the kids in this situation. It ain't about the grown men. It ain't about who fucking did what and how they did it. Shit happens, I don't care if a Mexican went in there shooting, a white, a black, a green. It doesn't matter. The kids got shot. Kids. Okay, kids. This is something that's never happened before to this magnitude. Now, there's been kids that have lost their lives. And all I got to say is condolences to the parents that have lost their children's lives. And I know a lot of it doesn't go on media. Media doesn't really put it out there. And that's, we can't control the media. We're social media, right? We can't control us. We can't control them. But what we can control is fucking how characters get down on YouTube, Twitter, whatever the case may be, and what they have to say. But someone needs to be able to check this guy, Charleston White. This guy seems like he can't fucking control his big fat fucking mouth, right? He only weighs fucking a buck plus 2 pennies, and this guy cannot control. He has that little skinny man syndrome, man, where he thinks he has to voice his opinion on everything that's going on in the world, and he always seems to be negative. He's a pessimistic person, the type of person that sees the glass half empty rather than half full, and likes to cause division. Now, at no point in time am I going to say that this guy speaks for the Africano community. I know he doesn't. This motherfucker don't even speak for himself. He's a J-cat, right? But some of the derogatory statements he made in this, I think it's a 1.5-minute video, man, he said more and done more than, put it like this. If there was a whole bunch of if R. Kelly was in front of me right now and Charleston White, I'll slap the shit out of Charleston White before I even touch R. Kelly, right?
Yeah.
And being he's just as bad, if not even worse than these guys. He's put himself in that box, in that situation. To be saying what he said about some kids that just passed, he doesn't take into consideration the morals and values that are instilled into a human man about kids. These are children. These were young children, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, right? What does that make them? Now I know I've done a lot of prison time. Of course, weirdos, chiruhus, things like that, they're frowned upon. They're not looked upon in a good light. Okay. But the worst, and I mean the worst, is always going to be a child killer, right? Or someone that condones it, promotes it. And this guy's actually promoting it by saying, I don't give a fuck about them kids, kill them. Just don't kill ours, right?
Yeah.
First of all, what makes yours any different from ours? There is no ours and there is no yours. Kids are kids, period. It just happened to be a school that was predominantly raza, right? Could have been white, been there before. Could have been brothers, been there before, right? And he's more looking at it from an aspect of fuck them, fuck what you guys got going on. What about us? What about the Buffalo shooting? What about it? You know what I mean? We care about that too. When it comes to children, everything is out the window. We drop everything. Kids come first. To real motherfuckers, right? Anyone that's been incarcerated, anyone that hasn't been incarcerated. When it comes to kids, man, there's just some things you cannot say. And this guy said, and I said a lot of things. And I didn't even know who the fuck this dude was. But as I started to go back and look at everything he says, I've heard a lot of different things. And I actually put a little short out or a little bit earlier on my channel just to kind of gauge what people would say, man. And to believe it or not, crazy, right? A whole bunch of people agree with him. You know, they start trying to play the race card or the propaganda card or whatever the case may be. Talking about, oh, he's here for this and pay him. No, never mind, man. He's really not a factor. Don't matter if he's a factor or not. Fuck all. Who cares about being a factor and who you are, man? What that man said, for those of you that tune into him and think that he has any credence to anything he has to say, that delegitimized anything he's ever said. When you say that about kids, you have to be a fucking weirdo, morally incompetent type individual, and that's exactly what he's displaying. And he's trying to do it under the guise of some type of prejudice and racial aspect. Basically, he said, this is a new day, it's a new era, this is the end day, we're taking over the world. Ain't nobody taking over the world, man. Whoever's got it's got it, and those of us are trying to get it. But what he said, there's nothing that he could ever say to come back from that. That was the worst that I've ever heard in my life. And I'm gonna put the description in the link, man, so you guys could go fuck with it, man, and just hear it. A lot of you are not going to want to hear it. You're probably going to turn it off. But it's actual and factual, man. That man said he can't take it back. He was highly disrespectful. You know?
Yeah, it was insane, bro. When you told me to check out the video, I literally had to watch it like 5 times, bro. Like, wow, who says that about kids, bro? And who makes it like, you know, black babies are more important than these Mexican babies? And, you know, it's like, wow, man, bro. When anybody loses their life for violence, it's tragic. You know what I'm saying? Especially innocent victims. Like, if you're in the gang life, the drug dealing life, you understand that's part of the risk, and that while it's sad a human being lost their life, hey, when it's children, bro, there's no color barriers, there's no religious factors, there's no nothing, man. Them babies didn't do nothing to nobody, bro. And for you to sit up there and be like, fuck them babies, man, how about fuck you and fuck your babies? Not black babies, but yours as a man. Fuck your babies, fool.
Yeah.
Straight up, man.
That's how I feel. I feel that this guy, man, this is the true definition of clout chasing, right? And the reason I say that to say this is we know people like Whack 100 and people like 6ix9ine, man, solidified clout chasing. That's what they do, man. They like to cause chaos and stir up nonsense, man, to stay relevant, right? But this guy goes out of his way to say stupid shit, right? That was the stupidest thing as a man I've ever heard another man say. And I've been around, like I said, some degenerate ass motherfucker J-Cats that just talk a whole lot of shit and don't even know what they're saying half the time. And even them, you know, I hold them in a higher esteem and a higher level compared to a guy like this. And it doesn't matter that he's black or white or brown. I don't care about any of that. I know someone left a comment saying, well, one of his kids is half Mexican. Well, what does that say about him? You know, basically what he's trying to do is rally up and rile up the black agenda, which he calls it, right? There is no fucking black agenda, man. The brothers are doing the thing. The Latinos are doing their thing. The white guys, sprinkle them in, have always been doing their thing. And all we're doing, man, is trying to get by. We're staying broke, man, and trying to apply the pressure to get a bag. Period. But we're not. Any grown man, especially one that's been incarcerated and knows the get down, is ever going to disrespect some children, right? just to gain attention, bro. That is the lowest form, the scum of earth. You're worse than Wes Watson. You're worse than Wes Watson. Say it with your chest. You're worse, man. You know?
Yeah, I never heard of the dude. I might have heard of him in passing, never paid attention because I don't watch a lot of social media. If you're my friend like you or whoever the case might be, I'm gonna watch you because I fuck with you and I want to show support. But I'm not all out there looking for drama. There's enough drama that's gonna find us in our everyday lives to not just sit there and feed into it and feed into it and feed into it because that just makes you bitter, bro. But what blows my mind is some of the things that we've seen that he said about every job I go to, I only go there to find a way to sue them, and it's just like, bro, there's something fucking wrong with you, bro. You know what I mean? It's like I don't understand how he has such a big social following with the values and character that he's promoting, bro. Fuck them Mexican babies.
Come on,
hey, go somewhere. Go to the barrio and say that. Go to a level 4 prison yard and say that. You ain't.
Well, the cold part is he'll tell on you. He'll tell on you and put you there, though.
Okay, he said he'll straight up call the cops on anybody.
Anybody that messes with him, man, he's calling the cops. He said, run up on him. He said,
yeah, but you want to freely speak all that hateful ass shit against some little brown babies, bro.
Hey, and you know what's even worse? And he's the worst of the worst. But what's even worse than him is people that leave comments agreeing with him. Yeah. Now, I don't know if they're doing it to further his agenda or they're doing it to just be assholes, which most are.
Just troll. Yeah, there's so many trolls.
But the people that firmly and truly believe in this man and believe that what he's doing is right, man, they got the game fucked up, bro. They're about as degenerate. I thought I was a degenerate, right? No, you're worse, right? You're different. That's a capital D real quick, right? Because some of the things this man has said, like, I don't care if you want to slander another grown man, talk about a rapper, talk about them being incarcerated. I don't even know if this guy's ever did any time, but if he has, man, maybe he could speak.
It was in PC.
Yeah, he was in the protective custody.
And homosexual unit.
Yeah, I mean, say it with your chest, right? They were getting it in. He was hooping for Wes Watson, right? So if you do or say these things and it's coming from you knowing, that is what it is. But when you're someone that's agreeing with this guy, man, that does this, and he's done many of things, man. He's talked about telling on people's talk about fuck them, you know what I mean? I'll go in their house and fuck their old. I mean, just everything, the worst thing you could ever think of, that's what this guy has done. This Charleston White character. This is not he doesn't speak for the black people. So I'm not gonna say anything when it comes to the blacks, like
not at all.
Not at all, man. It's nothing but respect, man. Like I said, I don't give a fuck if this motherfucker was green. His name was Kazoo and he was from Mars, right? But at the same time, man, as a gente, as a people, it's people that are degenerate like this that we need to take a look at, step back, and not give them their shine anymore on social media. Because what happens, man, is the more people, it's shock value. The more people that tend to tap in with them, he's going to start infusing his little indoctrination into you. It's called poisoning. He's going to start poisoning these young minds to believing that he's really someone he ain't. And all he is a piece of shit, man, that slanders the character of other people and tries to cause division with what we got pushing, what we got going on, man. And I say this sincerely. You know what I mean? If you guys condone that type of behavior, then you're a piece of shit too.
Straight up.
Period.
100%. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we're not like Gunner says, bro. It doesn't matter. The school shooting, it doesn't matter who did it. That's irrelevant. Gay, straight, black, white, Latino, Indian, Asian, doesn't matter. But when you try to say that some ethnic groups' babies are more important than another group's, you got to understand there's some slow people out there on social media that they might start thinking that, and you might be breeding the next school shooter. Oh, Mexican babies ain't shit. Let me go shoot up some little essays.
Yeah.
Hey, take your message, take everything you believe in, and jam it up your fucking asshole.
Well, here's a cold thing too, Rose. See, I can be a petty motherfucker, right? I've been known to be petty when the wind blows, right? And I could sit here and say when he said, we don't shoot up our schools, kind of like Mexicans do it all the time. First time I ever seen it, right? But he's like, we don't shoot up our schools. No, motherfucker, you shoot each other, right? Just like we shoot each other. Gang banging, bro. Gang banging is a form of aggression, man. Motherfuckers is out there killing each other every day. Remember, just because we're grown up, we do have mothers, man, and to them, we're always going to be their kids. So we're taking kids away from mothers, man. So it doesn't make it any better than anyone else. I myself had took a son away from a mother, so I know how it feels, right? But I'm never going to disrespect her or disrespect his family by saying fuck him and this and that, and You know, it just was part of the game, man. I was young, he was young, shit happens, you know what I mean? Me or him, and it was him that particular evening, right? But I'm not going to disrespect his family behind that. It's part of the game. We knew what we signed up for, and we played that shit to the fullest. Domino, motherfucker, right? But with him, right, he's talking about children that he doesn't even know. He's disrespecting people that he doesn't even know what they're going through. You know, they could have a mental collapse and breakdown behind something he said, man. And like you said, he could generate the next school shooter, man. He's just this dude. Everything he says is a vile fucking creature. He's not even a human being. He's below that. Because what he said in that video, man, and I want you guys to tune in and really watch that video. What he said, man, I've never in my life, and I've been in the oils where you have a whole bunch of J-cats running their neck and you're all kinds of bitches and punks and this and that. And I've been mad. So I'm going to get you, right?
Yeah.
This is worse. This is worse. This is worse because that was about grown man shit. That was, you're a bitch, you're a punk. Okay, I'm going to be all that until I see you. But when you say that about children that just got killed,
elementary school.
Elementary. We're not talking about junior high. I mean, nothing justifies. It could be a grown man that got killed. It's never a good look. But we're talking about young kids, man, that were innocent. Last day of school that did nothing to anyone, that were happy it was their last day of school. You know, last day of school, everyone knows, man, you're partying. You ain't doing no math and shit. You're good with it, right? And then this guy wants to go in and choose to be a coward and do that, right? This guy ain't no better than the shooter. He might as well have been him, bro, because he's acting like him.
One thing good about Texas, though, you know what's going to happen. He's going to get the death penalty, and he will actually be executed.
And he deserves it.
He won't sit there for 40 years and die of natural causes.
What they need to do is fucking let him die, almost revive him, and do that 19 times before they let him go, right? That's the only way to make him suffer, make him feel that. As far as Charleston White, he needs to be right in the motherfucking hot seat next to him because he's actually condoning it. He's actually not even condoning, he's promoting it.
Yeah. Hey, just think about this. He might be reverse promoting it too, because what if one of them youngsters, they got family members, maybe gangsters, and they may be like, oh, this is how black people feel, not knowing because people, they don't get it sometimes. It's just one individual, y'all. It's just one individual.
Just one guy has none
of we're not important. Okay.
Yeah.
Things happen, bro.
That's what happens. And
there's no place for that bullshit.
You're right. People get tied into a knot, man. They you know what I mean? They get tied into that knot where they believe that because this guy says that he's a certain nationality or a certain culture, that it has an effect on everyone. Like, oh, so that's the way all them think, right? There is no them. We're all human, bro. We all think a certain way, man. This motherfucker don't think right. He has a problem. He has a disease. He has a chemical imbalance in his head. He's probably smoked crack, right? Something's wrong. Say with your chest, Charleston, because if I see it, I'm caving that motherfucker in. Down 911.
I'll tell you what, Gunner, I was peeping him out in the video too. I could literally hit him with the uppercut and take him a few feet off the ground, bro. Like, shut your bitch ass up, bro.
Yeah. I just want everyone to tune in.
That's poison at the highest level.
That's real poison, man. Instead of people sitting here talking about, oh, you're a dropout, or oh, you're not a gang member, oh, no, this. Why don't you be mad at a motherfucker like that, bro? That says, fuck your kid. Don't be mad at me, because guess what, bro? I'm trying to help. I'm not trying to hurt, right? Anyways, with that being said, what I do want to say is make sure that you guys tap into that video. It's going to blow your guys' minds. For those of you that don't care, well, then don't care then. You know what I mean? Until it's your children, and hopefully it's not. But you just never know, does one, right? When you got guys that are breeding hate and breeding fucking division like this, you know what I mean? Next thing you know, you're going to have two. Where there's two, there's three, and so on and so forth, man. If you guys let this fucking punk get away with this and keep fucking having a platform on social media, all I can say is, so this on you. I ain't going to watch him no more.
Yeah, don't watch that shit. That shit's garbage by a fucking pussy. Hey, and in closing, man, the last thing I'm going to say is, bro, white, black, Latino, Asian, Indian, we're all grown men. We're all human beings. Nobody's better than nobody else. We don't got to get along, but respect another person, bro. At the very least, man. Treat them how you want to be treated.
Exactly. Everyone's the same. The only difference is brothers play basketball better. Anyways, what did you look at Doncic? With that being said, man, move with a purpose, man. This is the Rojo Room, man. That's Big Rojo. I'm the gun. Bang, bang. Charleston White. They're on your head, boy. They're on your head.